All right, so for the recording's sake, this class is gonna be about, thanks to Melina and Bunny Mommy, I guess just going over SPY. And just knowing when to enter your trade, get out your trade. What else they said? Where's the top? Where's the bottom? There's so many supports and resistance on SPY. I don't know where it's at, and things of that nature. Right. All right. So cool. That was like the last thing that Bernice was saying. So to answer that question, yes, you're 100% correct. Don't let nothing else fool you, Bernice. There's 1,000 supports and resistance, and there's a super duper cool way to figure it out, but there's a whole bunch of them, right? That's why, man, I love MNCT. Y'all about to learn how I trade. That's why time frames are your emotions, right? Because it's easier said, and let's just delete all this. I should give y'all a whole class on like these spots. This is like everything I see charted up. That was from live trading this morning, right? I be using the fib. Seeing I ain't using nothing else. I was like, bloop, 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 give me that. But long story short, we can go over it later. Well, I just deleted it. So, we're gonna look at this 15-minute time frames, and yes, you're right. There's a whole bunch of supports and resistance. Why is there a whole bunch of supports and resistance? Because if Moody says that, and watch how I'm just gonna use this area here, right? And this is just from today. Somebody, Melina, you're not gonna forget. Remind me to talk about Moody. How did you know? Or not even how did you know? We could go in that. Moody, just remind me about support turn resistance at these levels that you're talking about, right? Because y'all need to learn. Y'all really want to learn that. So, all right, this is the first line I drew, right? And where I drew it from, always start to ask, right? Whether you're in this Discord, you know what I'm saying? When I be popping my shit, I be talking about other people like da. It'd be like imaginary motherfuckers. Like I don't like people don't be hating on me. It'd be like I just say that, right? I be boosting my own self up because I want people to talk more and like pour into people more. But long story short, in other discords or wherever you guys are at, whether it's this Discord or MSC, wherever you guys are at, when you see somebody draw a line, right, make sure to ask them like, hey, why did you draw that line there? They're going to tell you, oh, because of support resistance or whatever. Be like, hey, what's the candle? Drill in. Why? Because if you start to ask enough questions, either you're going to ask enough questions that's going to make that person nervous, right? And you know when someone gets nervous, what is that? You're fucking full of shit, right? So ask questions. So I'm putting this line right here, right? I was trying to put it, to be honest with you, I see it put it right here and that was perfect. But I was trying to put it right here at this candlestick at the top of it and put it right here. I could tell because I got my magnet on and it's flush with this candlestick. I like that, right? But how I know how I like to trade, I'm gonna tell you right now, start to train your mind. I'm very bullish, right? So anytime I'm placing any type of support or resistance and it's on a green candle, I'm putting it like instead of using this tweezer bottom, this spinning top candle right here, I'm gonna utilize this candle. One, it has more, right, of a body to it. So with it having more to a body, I'm gonna look at it like more money, more meat and potatoes, right? But let's just say this candle was down there too. I'll still utilize this line just like I'm talking about it right here, right? So I'm gonna put it on top of it, right? This is gonna be as resistance to this candlestick, right? Because I'm also gonna look at the strat. Now follow me with anybody that wants to learn the strat later on down as we progress, right? I'm also gonna put it right here on this line. Why? Because the strat's reversal is 2 down, 2 up, right? So that's my
But
reverse.
isn't that a 2 up? Isn't that a 2 up, both of those green candles?
No, this is a 2 down.
Oh, okay. I forgot. My chart is different. My bad.
Okay, I have extended hours on SPY. Yeah, I'll put do y'all normally use I'll put real time on. It's 2 down as well. On real time, Rosa. But you could have got confused. I had it like this.
No, I was saying because my chart has it to where the 2, when it's 2 down, it goes on the bottom. That's how. Yeah, that's how I had
Oh,
mine.
you're talking about, okay, and
Yeah,
it has,
just the strat, how I have it
okay,
set up.
so look at the candlestick now and look at it and let me know, did it break your low or did it break your high? Right here on 15-minute chart, 1:45 p.m.
It broke the low.
Fix that. You see the wrongness in that? There's a glitch in that. You see that?
Just a little, well, actually, it looks like the same, actually.
No, you're saying
Oh,
your candles, it has a 2 down right here for you?
no, well, I'm not looking at that, I'm not talking about this particular chart. I know that some of my numbers go, my 2 is down when it's 2 down. You get what I'm saying? And then when it's 2 up, my 2 is up on the candle.
I know what you're talking about. In the settings,
Yeah.
the same strat one.
Yeah,
This
it's a strap, but
open.
I have it positioned different to where
No,
when
I
it's
know,
2.
but I understand that. I'm saying, is it the same one though? The strat candle, open level, active FTC?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I know what you're
I
saying. You
believe
just
so.
have your things positioned different. When you get a 2 down, it goes 2 down. When you get a 2, it goes 2
That's all.
up.
I didn't mean to disrupt the class. I just
You ain't disrupted, Rosa. Chill out, man. You better chill out, girl. You
I'm
start
gonna chill out,
everybody
but
to
when I
bag
start
you
getting
in.
rowdy, you're gonna start saying, all right, chill out, Rosa.
Nah, you over there getting a bag. I done found Rosa all on my Facebook chat. I'm over here scrolling through Facebook and I'm like, what is she doing on this person? Wait, what? How she found this person?
Hey, I'm trying to be look. I've been following the 7 rules of what is it called? To try to get my creative pages, to try to get my pages more traffic. 7 rules of engagement.
Oh, okay. You talking about social media. Okay, I got you. You brought me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Just open your mouth, man. Just hit me up.
Okay.
Yeah. You know people, I know people.
I
Yeah.
missed you, Moody, but I'm here though. But I do have a class at 7 where I'm just going over the Candlestick Bible. That's all.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, let me get
Yeah.
back to this because I
Okay.
got a
Okay.
timer on here. But yeah,
All right. Good.
hit me up. But all right, so but still, Rosa, look, you don't need that no more. Fix it and have it all being at the top or all at the bottom. Because all I'm trying to tell you, look at you saw your candlestick, it went 2 down. So it should not be populating 2 down. There's a glitch in that. That's all I wanted to say, right? It should still go 2 up because
Okay.
it should still go 2 up because it's a 2 up. I mean,
Okay.
if it's a 2 up candle, it should still go 2 up because it broke the upside, right? You got
Okay.
to check how it's populating so it don't throw you off just in case you just look. Oh, I got to pray.
Okay.
Just in case. All right. Oh my God, you look so sexy, Kara. I'm doing a class, but I can't hear you. It's probably connected to my I can't hear you. It's connected to my headphones. Hold on. I can't hear you. It's connected to my headphones. I'm doing a class. I love you. You look beautiful. All right. So, all right. So look, I put this candle right here, right? What all I was saying is because it's the strap reversal, right? This went 2 down, right? 2 up, right? This candle broke the low to this one. That's why it's a 2 down candle, and this one is a 2 up candle. So I also did it there because of that, right? And I'm also gonna look for more bodies, right? I can show you, it's just gonna take forever. All the way back here in West Bubble F.
Wouldn't it be faster to use a bigger time frame to find the support and stuff?
Yeah, but I want this to click. I want this to
Okay,
click.
you're right.
Yeah. So if you see, I have not moved this line yet, right? If you look at this line, this is where we caught the turbulence. This is also, what I mean by turbulence is like resistance. We couldn't break that. We caught a whole bunch of actionable signals right here. Just 2 of them, right? Dragonfly Doji, right? And then Doji, and then this is also called, draw it out for them, Moody. They may not see that. This is also a bull flag, right? Ooh, geez. This is also a bull flag. Right there, breakout, right? You can look at it as a bull flag, bull pendant, and you know if you have a bull flag, you're either in continuation patterns or inside of a cup and handle, inverted head and shoulders, right? Because that's going to be the end of that every single time. Like inverted head and shoulders, falling down, cup and handle, right? Falling down, handle, boom, bull flag, right? And the strat word is going to be triangle day out. Take them out. PMG, one candle takes it all out, right? Just giving you some insight of what happens there and what you like to look for at either resistance or at a support, right? You want to look for those type of patterns, right? If that makes sense. You want to look for bullish sentiment patterns and things of that nature. Whatever time frame that you want, and especially if you're on a smaller time frame, such as a minute or 3 minute or you know what I mean, something like that. Understand that if you're on a 15, this takes time. This whole entire pattern took 30 an hour, right? 15, 15, that's 30 right there. That's another 30, that's an hour, right? So after the hour, that's when we blew off, right? So an hour and a half is when it took off. You have to understand that, right? And that also helps you. If that was an hour and a half, zero DCE would have ripped me apart when we was just consolidating right there. Yeah, it would have survived a little bit at the end, but you would have never knew that, right? So understand that when you're looking at your chart, look down here, know your time frames and read your chart correctly and talk to your mind passionately so it can be able to observe that in real time, right? So, all right, cool. That's all I wanted to show y'all, and I can show y'all like a whole bunch of stuff. Like you can see the resistance right there, the resistance right here. But since I'm here, now Melina doesn't have to remind me. This is how I knew. Just look down here, right? You can back test me and not trust me. Melina, this is what you should remind me because you're there. Say, yo, Moody, you was going to do a class on Zay. I want to shout him out, but I want to teach y'all how to research someone. And it doesn't have to be someone, it could be someone in his Discord or anywhere, right? Like just taking their work and knowing exactly what's going on, right? Just remind me that if you like, if y'all want something like that. So long story short, you can see the resistance here as well, right? This is where we broke out, right? I'm not gonna sit here and be like, whoa, double top, right? Because that is the double top, but then this was a triple top, and we know that those are bullish. That's gonna be for a different class. So long story short, this is how I knew right here, Tuesday. Look, this was February. Oh, I'm on a 15-minute chart. I'm too far away. I should be on a smaller time frame. Right here, it was March the 22nd, right here, and then Tuesday the 7th. I'm sorry, it was the 7th, March the 7th, right here. The resistance. This is what I was talking about in the Discord. This is how I knew we was gonna flip this support, right? You know how me and Jordan are always talking about resistance turning to support, resistance turning to support, right? All of this is resistance. Like if I was to draw a line right here, when I say this sometimes, think of this dotted line going across. That's what I'm talking about, right? That's resistance, right? It turns support. You see how it almost boom, you know what I'm saying? So I just don't want to draw a lot of lines there so it doesn't confuse you because you'll be able to identify this on yourself when you go and you do your journey, right? So long story short, you see that, right? And how you can identify that is why just using that one line, not too many lines, so it doesn't throw you off and you see that. See how it comes back and it bounces from there, right? So you knew even when you open up these candles now, right? Because that's just seeing, you see the reversal, squeeze the top, boom, break of structure, right? And you can see you'll start reading the patterns and see the patterns. You'll see, oh snap, this is why Moody be saying you could just look, that was a morning star, 55 cents. Learn how to read the Greeks, underline the stock. It doesn't matter, you make money all day in this game, right? So long story short, you'll start to understand that structure. Yeah, it's touching your wick. Don't let that throw you off. Remember, we use the body, right? So, because it's going to be a different support and resistance, price-wise, different sense. It's not going to be accurate. It's never going to be, this is just the same price. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm always saying, well, I was shy 40 cents. I was shy 12 cents, you know? So you can see like, it's not going to be that accurate always, right?
Moody, you know what helped me too? One of the classes when you sat there and you had us look at individual candles, and I was able to, now I implemented, I was able to see what is the support and what is the resistance of each and every candle.
That's what I'm about to do right now, Rose. I just had to do
Yes, it
it.
clicked for me.
I'm literally about to do that right now, but I have to do it with one, because if I do it with all, I normally do that and just be like, dude, look, this is all your support and resistance. It throws the person off. So now that I did it with one and I went back in time and I'm using real live data, it should click, right? So everything that I just said right here, you can see the resistance, right? Even here when it broke, resistance turns support because they try to support it up here. Look, you don't believe me? It's not even accurate because I don't even have everything. Look how we stop here. That's where I was going to draw my next freaking line. I kid you not, right? Why? Because look, you know I'm not lying to you. Oh, and it's not there perfectly. I was going to draw it right here at the candlestick, at the body. See the breaks? Right? It's just going to be different, but you've seen it from the past presenting in the future, right? Because that's the future. That's how you have to look at it, because it's going to do it again tomorrow. But I'm going to show you how to do this, right? So long story short, now that you hold on, because that's why I'm always wanting y'all to communicate. That's why I'm long-winded. I'm learning to be more passionate, but y'all gotta respond back if y'all want me to be more passionate. Drop wise in the chat or mute yourself and let me know, hey Moody, yes, we get that, so I can move on.
Yes.
We get
Amen.
Cool. So it shall be so. All right, awesome. Bet. I see you in the chat. Appreciate y'all. All right, so now we're gonna start doing what Rosa was just asking me to do. So now we're gonna take all these bullish candles and we're gonna draw support and resistance. This is your next support and your resistance. The bodies of the candlestick. That's support, that's resistance, right? But understand that both of them is support and resistance. That's why there's 1,000, right? So now the next one. Yes, you can go and be like, oh, but look at the body here. Don't do all that to yourself. Don't stress. You won't even sell your contract for 3 cents of a move. So don't do that to yourself, right? Just go back, and just because I said that, don't go and be like, oh, well, Moody said that, so this one's like 15. Don't let your mind take you somewhere else Moody is not saying, right? So we're just gonna go to the next one, right? The body, and boom, we're just gonna put it on that one. Wow, right? The next one right here, right? At the body. I'm doing it like this for a reason. Check me out. And it's not perfect. I should right here. So if you want to know where the price is gonna go, let me make it click this way before I do that. All right, everybody saw me do that, right? And before I even go over there, you can, now that we drew them on these candles, you can always go over here and look to your left where you drew them at. You see bodies. Don't fight me. Remember, it doesn't matter. It's not gonna be perfect. This is real time. This is what you want, real time data. And I'm gonna show you how to get the real time where it's gonna go to, right? So long story short, and you already know, long story short, you can look over here and start to identify like, oh, boom, that's how we bounce. See, because like, even if you're drawing this candle and say this one opened up and you missed it and it came back down, and you still missed it. When you draw it on this one, you're gonna see to your left, like, shit, look how the candles started bouncing, like they started losing momentum. Right? This one just dragged it down, reversal. We just drug them down to take that out and to basically fill the gap. That's all it did. As soon as it filled gap, that's it, to the moon, right? Now, before I keep going, this is how a gap filled is filled in Moody's eyes, right? People will teach you different. Bro, I love to make money, and so I'm just gonna keep following me. That's a gap fill. I always put them at the wicks. Whenever I get gaps, I put them at the wicks. I'm not gonna fight that gap. I'm not gonna fight that little small one right there. That little pocket. Basically, if you want to know, that pocket is looking at the high of this candlestick, the cents, 401.60, and getting the lowest one right here, looking at the low, and it's just like 402.40, 401.77. Yeah, so like 10 cents, 12 cents. I'm not about to fight. I'm not about to fight for that, right? So that's what I'll do, right? For them gap fills. Boom. So make it click like this. You go back in time. Remember that one line? I just wanted to do it with one line so I didn't throw you off. Talk to me nice or don't talk to me at all. Bull flag, breakout. You see the line? Breakout. You see a bull flag? Boom! Bounce levels. Bye-bye. Is that clicking for y'all? Look, you can see it all in the past. Yeah, if you can't see it here, let me know so I can find another way to say it. If you go back, you see, okay, it's not going to be perfect. Support and resistance. Like, boom, this could be 50% of his candlestick right here. That blue line, almost, not really, right? And you go further back in time, and you'll see it. And when you get a lot of candlesticks that plays this level, like you just had a little bit right there, then you see it all. Like, oh, look at the reversal, how it happened up there. Just like it happened and it came all the way down, and then it broke everything back down. Came over here. Remember the gaps? Remember these gaps. They got filled. All right, cool. Ran back up. That's how I know it's support turn resistance. They already made it. Do. They topped out. Fell. All right, let's try to hold it. Let's try to hold it. All right, let's go. After that, that's just an impulsive move. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, bow. When it came back down, people was just like, man, this is what they looked at. To buy it here, they came right here. Well, I'm not gonna say they did that. This is what I do. I come all the way to breakouts, right? And Melina, this one's for you. Like everything I'm kind of going over, this is how you can tell like the top and bottoms will get to like entries and stuff, right? Hopefully this is clicking. So boom, that's how I'll get that. And all right, I missed it there. I'll bring it back and get this breakout. This is where, and sometimes I'll try to get the bodies, right? This is where it broke out last time. Come back, that's where I got my morning star. Stop fucking with me, right? That's where
So
I got
you
my
look at the past, and then it kind of breaks out the same way in the future. What the fuck?
every fucking time.
What the fuck?
Every fucking time.
Yo, man, I
Every
can't
fucking
believe
time. So look,
I can't believe this is in English. My brain is just like working. Oh my god.
look, you don't believe me? I kid you not. And then you got to remember these gaps. And you start gapping, we're going to fill them. That's why I always put it out on the strat. Sometimes it just look for the reversal back down. That's all this is. Look, gap up, look for the reversal back down. It's not saying that it's going to keep going down. Just look for the reversal back down, right? If you don't know how to trade, that's what the strat's always telling you, right? Gap down, look for the reversal, right? Back up. That's all it's telling you. You found a reversal back up, market structure, boom. People just, oh, I wanted to break the higher day. Shut your greedy ass up. I understand your account's not that big. Stop putting other fear into people just because you don't know what you're doing. Just ask questions, bro, and you'll be able to see, right? And that's all, right? Finally, the triple top. Guess what? Triple top. You can see the cup and handle, right? It's so beautiful, cup and handle. This is a cup. That's the handle. Just look here. I got to draw it for y'all probably. Cup. This is the handle. That's the breakout, right? It left that pattern right there. That's high probability. That's why the bull flags, when it ends with bull flags, see, that's a bull flag. It just fell all the way down, gave the tweeze a bottom, double bottom, right? Because these are real double bottoms. When they're right here, people will look at that and be like, oh, double bottom. No, that was a double bottom to that, right? And that's a double bottom on these time frames. I'll have to teach out. Like, we're going to go over all those kind of classes, right? So long story short, boom, right? High probability. The bull flag, the tweezer bottom, boom, high probability. On top of that, inverse cup and handle. Inverse cup and handle. That's why those are bullish too. But you gotta be careful when you see them, because sometimes they'll I ain't gonna talk, but yeah, they'll blow you out. Let me go to chat. Yes. How do you play that live? How do I play what live? You gotta remind me, because I kept talking, I ain't looking in the chat. So long story short, now let's go back to like when Rosie was saying things are clicking. Remember, I'm about to just draw all these lines again. Don't mind me. One right here, please. Man, let me take this off so we can just do it quick. Right here, right here, right here, right here. And then we have one. Oh, is it there? No, that's just a dotted blue line. Right there. Right? See, I kid you not. That's exact. Ooh, I didn't mean to do that one. That's exactly what I was going to do. So now, if you want to know where price is going to go, the only thing is, even, and yes, in the chat, I seen somebody ask for the replay. Yeah, we could do a replay, and I could kind of do it with a replay. Oh yeah. I can't do a replay with this because I don't have no live data to go off of, but where the candle's gonna go, yes. Overstand, I drew all of this just to remind you what I did. I'm gonna delete it. Overstand, first I'm gonna talk targets. You already understand this, I talk about it all the time, but I'm gonna help you figure things out. That's the target, that's the target, that's the target. There's only 3 targets right there, right? The reason I say there's only 3 targets right there, understand one thing about the strat that you need to overstand. If you don't, you're gonna get fucked every time. So oh dang, there go my alarm clock. I got 10 more minutes. So right here, right? It's not, you see how like I'm always saying the top, this was a target, right? It was a target to this candlestick until it took it out. Once it went above it and took it out, that's not a target no more to these live candles. Overstand that. That's everywhere, anywhere in the chat. That's why chart. That's why I only chose that one, and that one. That is not a target anymore. That will be support and resistance. Once it gets taken out, that's support and resistance. Once it gets taken out, that wick is now support and resistance, just like the bodies. But I can't tell people that, because if I tell people that and they don't know how I trade, it don't click. It's only support and resistance once the target's been taken out and you get newer price action, right? So, and I'll try to make that click by like finding it somewhere. Also, these were targets too, I'm sorry. And it's just my brain, I like live things. So that's why I went for those, because these haven't been taken out, but these were targets as well, right? But these was taken out by these already, right? And the first time it got taken out was right here, and then just came back and retested. That's called a retest, right? Because you retest is like looking at live data, what's going on now. Everything, the terminology I know, y'all understand. So now it's time to overstand. Everything y'all know is just live. That's the kicker. That makes sense yet?
Yeah.
You're not excited. No, I mean like literally.
Repeat that, Moody. Repeat that. I'm sorry.
Everything that y'all know, all the terminology that y'all know. Like say if y'all talk about, say this was the live candle right here. Here it goes the retest stuff. No, I mean replay stuff. All right, let me see. I'm gonna let my spirit flow. So I'm gonna give you to like, I'm gonna do like 7.
See, so Moody, you know what I did? You know, the first, like if you look at the first 6 candles.
You're gonna throw my train all the way. Hold on, because I'm gonna forget what she just asked me then. So now this is your resistance, right? Guess is your target. So once it goes, right? Bow. Watch when it hits. It's not this one, that one right there. That took out target. That took out target. This is coming now to retest. Remember when I say when it takes out the target, it now turns into support and resistance. Because we know the bodies of the candle is support and resistance. This is also your support and resistance. This blue line that I drew right here. Let's make it green, Moody, so she can see.
This is really coming together. I'm just like, wow.
All right, so now when I hit play, look at this one and how it reacts to here. This is called the retest. It's just, that's the last candlestick. That's called the retest, right? It's retesting, not the target. Forget that it's target. It's gone already. It took it out right there. It's testing support and resistance now, right? If I look, make it click, I'm gonna delete the rest of the lines. Just keep focused. Keep focused on, where did I draw that support? Let's make this. Yellow is support and resistance. Green is your target. Just make it bigger, Moody. All right. So these are the only colors I want you to look at. You see 50% retracement to this candlestick. Resistance. Anything up is going to go up. Anything below it goes down, right? That was just like, oh, let's test. Let's see if we could go back up there. Gave you half of that money back. Should have took some. It's just like when I was live trading. and I was down like 37%. I took some at 15. That's half of my money back. All right, boom, we break even. The negative mindset is gonna be like, oh, I should never got on my trade. Now you about to lose because you're fucking ungrateful. And this is live too. Learn to love and be grateful. You know what I'm saying? Boom. All right, cool. We running. I could have made way more money because I didn't take at 33. I waited till it came down, but I was explaining everything that I saw live to everybody. And then when I finally looked at my thing, I'm like, oh, shit. Over here trying to talk too much. But long story short, that's your 50, that's Lady TJ. That's support and resistance. You know that, right? Support, resistance, support, resistance. Oh, well, resistance turns support over here, right? Because resistance, you see it there, turn support,
Yes.
goes to the next resistance, right? So that's all I'm saying about this this line now. It took out the target, so now support and resistance. Everything that you know is happening live, right? What I mean by that, I'm gonna make it bigger so you don't see so much freaking candles. This is live. One top, double top. That's why it opened up down here. Double top. Halfway to the candle. All right, let's go break that. Try to triple top, kept going, right? Came back and tested it. And this is just a 15-minute time frame. It's on every single time frame. That's why if you're on a smaller one, it's so much. Like everything that I just explained, watch this. I'm gonna just put it on a 1 minute. See, my soul wanted to put it on a 2 minute for you. Like, it's probably gonna hurt her eyes. But look, you see it? Everything that I just explained. If you don't know the candlesticks and everything, look, boom. This is one top right here, right? Because you got to forget about all of this. This was just data, and you're just looking for targets, and this is like resistance right here. This is your resistance, so you'll want to mark that, right? That turns into your support every time. So boom. Once we know that, I'm gonna just delete it. That was just some extra sauce, right? Now focus on this focus on this candlestick. This goes up because it already broke out, right? Because this was your breakout. This was the level you couldn't get past. Breaks out, yeah, don't fight me. We're still in support, but it breaks out, right? So long story short, that's one top. Comes down, double top. That's why it came down like that. Triple top, because I'm on a 1 minute. Came all the way down, PMG. Didn't want to take the whole PMG out, but took some of it out. What I mean by it, one target, two target, three target, didn't take that one out. That's why Moody be slick. If this body was down here, I would have took that as a body, right? But I would have said like this, delete, because I'm nice like that. Give me the body of it, took out a target. Stop playing with me because I know it's support and resistance. So I don't care what Sarah Sniper and Rob and all of them. Yes, I appreciate you. I'm grateful, but I'm not worried about how you water your grass. You know what I'm saying? Like God gives me things to create with my own, in my own mind. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I tell everybody trading is personal. I can just give you the gems, and if you take it, you shall see. Because you're gonna talk to yourself, you're gonna see all of this, right? So that was just some extra sauce. That was the targets just coming out, taking that, right? Everything is happening live. What do I mean by that? How I just explained all that. Now we come down, you see the evening star. Now I'm not just talking that, this is patterns. Evening star comes down, double bottom. One bottom, two bottom. Even though it was taking out the PMG, that's why he's, boop. Oh, wait. Shh. Right? That was part of your whole double bottom. It's the 1 minute. If I take you to the 2 minute, that would have been a 2 minute double bottom. It's just subjective. Why? Because it's 1 minute to that time frame. Why are you gonna fight with whatever man created time that is an illusion and is not real? Just learn how to use it. It is only meant to be used so you can track and plan. Well, to me and other things, right? But I ain't gonna sit here and talk about that. But long story short, is that clicking for y'all?
Yes.
Right. So just like I deemed the yellow support and resistance, you can see, remember, I would have just on live candles, I would have put it right here, boom, and broke out. But however we had it right here, that's where it was still. And then you caught the bounce. Boom, right here. It just finally is gonna TTO, come back and take all these targets out. What it do? Take all these targets out, comes back and plays support and resistance. So if you want to know your bottoms and your tops, right? Utilize a bigger time frame, right? Let some time play out. If you don't know, I'm gonna show you what you can do. First of all, you can always utilize the first the first couple of 15 minutes, but you want bigger price action. Like this was not crazy price action, right? This one was way better price action, right? This one was still straight because you can see it was like a $2 move, but right here is better price action. And this just happened at 10 o'clock because it gives you the whole move now. Like, you know that that's your top and your bottom for those trading hours. So you know, hey, until we get out of this range, this is what I trade, right? If I'm into 50% retracement and I already drew this on a 15-minute chart, show them Moody. I'm gonna really create some millionaires. I need to see how this shit feels. Boom, boom, boom. Let's just give you this much time. I'm just giving you that much time because that's like up to 10:30, right? And this, you could have drawn that at like 10 o'clock. So 2 15-minute candles, that's a growing morning star. That's what I saw in the morning. But obviously we didn't get the move and it came back down. Then I caught it again, back up. But long story short, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, you could draw it right here on a 15-minute chart, right? And you see the range, support and resistance. If it's inside of the 50% retracement, you know this is support, this is resistance, this is support, this is resistance inside of the range. Support and resistance flip goes to the resistance. If it doesn't break, it stays inside of here, right? So if you take it down to a smaller time frame, that's what you're gonna have to do to play the 50% retracement. You see how you got candles up here now? And you see, oh, evening star. Oh, evening star got supported. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because it got supported. Now you got more things to do. That's why you be seeing so many 50% retracement. It's playing that 50%. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? So now you get to see those patterns. You see the tweezers bottoms. Oh, okay. You just got to see this live. What do I mean by live? When this candle comes out, this candle came out, you see the evening star, right? You're about to get a new 15-minute candle. You see it growing. If you see this growing, know that on a smaller time frame, like the 1 minute, these are green candles going up, right? So if you see that's all that my mind on this bigger time frame tells me. I see green candles trying to break resistance, even though I'm watching this candle. Next candle comes out, right? As soon as I see it come out and it's growing like that, that's tweezer bottoms. I just can't show you the whole 15-minute, but I'm watching the 15-minute. It's like growing, coming down. I'm like, oh shit, they're giving me a tweezer bottom. Let's go. And I take it, right? But that's trading live. Melina, you was gonna say something? Oh, she just
Yes, yes, this is exactly the part that I saw.
Inverse head and shoulders. Yes, yes.
But guess what? It failed. It failed, and that's the part that messed me up because I'm like, I see inverse head and shoulders, and then it failed, and that's why it's like, oh crap.
Check it out. Oh, time out. Let me tell you that. That's the inverse head and shoulders. That's the overall pattern that you see that can possibly be forming because you know there's so many patterns within here, right? So
yeah,
I'm gonna just let it play out real quick. That's going too slow. And I'm gonna just draw it so you can see something. I know you can see it, but it's for everybody else. Inverse head and shoulders. No, when you're in the inverse head and shoulders, you're in a cup and handle, right? You're in a bull flag. You just gotta break the like once you know that, all right, cup and handle, bull flag. Now you're in bull flag. We drew it, right? So now watch it play out. Let's make it go a little faster. And watch me show you, like you saw what you saw, but I'm gonna make it click. It started to fail right there, but it still hasn't failed. I'll tell you when it failed. That's failing now because it's breaking structure. But it's still there. Watch. I'm gonna show you it because you saw what you saw. I just gotta let it play out.
Yeah, I started on the 15-minute and even on a smaller time frame. So
you see how? Look, you saw. I'm gonna make you see. You see how you seen the inverted head and shoulders?
Yep.
It turned into what? A cup and handle overall pattern because you were seeing the overall pattern they was trying to make. Don't look at the smaller patterns within here. So now it gave you the cup.
They gave me the cup, gave me the handle, but the handle failed.
Just watch, man. You gotta keep watching this. Look, watch it grow out.
It's a really big handle, but yeah.
It's still handling. Why do we know it's still handling? Because it's inside of the range. What do we know it's doing? We already know what it did today. Oh, I'm trying to do it. Oh,
I know it went lower.
It's trying to fill gap. It's trying, oh man. I was trying to do something. My bad, I hit the wrong button. Dang, 4 minutes. Oh, whatever. Look, it don't matter. It played out for us, right? So it failed. It went and clean gap. Don't get mad at yourself. This is why I'm telling you, don't get mad at yourself. If you just learn to read it sometimes, and how I'm telling people, like, hey, learn these smaller patterns and you can capitalize it. We'll do a class and I'll teach you like size your position correctly, right? And you won't have to trade for the rest of the day. But if you enjoy doing this like I do, you'll see this overall pattern. You knew it was trying to give you an inverse head and shoulders, right? We drew that. Now that that happened, I'm gonna just delete this, even though it's there perfectly. This is why I say you're not wrong, Melina. Shoulder. And it's really like kind of right here. Shoulder, head, shoulder. There goes your inverted head and shoulders. It just gave it to you a little bit lower because it wanted to fill that gap.
So can we pause for a second? So when you said that when you were saying that the handle just went lower, longer. If I had to, say if I had a contract that was 4 or 5 days out on spot, I'd probably be screwed on that one, right? Then when do you know to cut it? Because of course you want to get the move before it happens. Because as soon as I saw the handle, I'm like, oh, this is a handle. We're going to the upside, right? I'm you're gonna call without waiting for it to break a neckline, right? But you don't even try to catch the move before it's happening, so you could like really monetize.
No, yeah, no, I definitely, I was just trying to show you how like it plays out. And since you use neckline, you know that is that inverted. I mean, the cup and handle right there. As soon as it breaks your structure, it's not there, but it gave you the inverted head and shoulders. Now, everything that I just said, don't forget. Ooh, dang, I'm right here making other marks. Don't forget now. Just stay focused to what we drew here, and I'm gonna make it this big so it could look better. Just stay focused to what we drew and how it failed. And I'm gonna show you why you're right. It just depends the time frame you was looking at. There are our emotions. Come down from 4 minute, I'm gonna go to 8 minute. Cup and handle. You see it failing? Trying to give you the inverted head and shoulders. Depending on the time frame that you go to, you was completely right. But did you have patience or the right contract? Do you see your cup and handle form? Oh damn, I went too big. We went to 8 minute, 10 minute. Right, cup and handle fails into the inverse cup and inverse head and shoulders is just looking sloppier and different here. It's something completely a little different, but it's there. Go to the 15 minute inverse head and shoulders. You see it right there, shoulder, head, shoulder, breakout. Cup and handle is just now giving you the full price action, right? Because the smaller one, the 15, had to break this one down. That's why you saw the cup going up, right? But that still was your cup, your handle. That's what I'm telling you, you're right. You're 100% right. Now, watch how I go to the 30 minute. There goes your cup. That's what I'm telling you, you're right, and it's going to happen, Melina. You just have to learn your emotions and learn your time frame. Once you see it break structure and you see like, man, hold on, I'm losing. Hold on, I gotta give myself some more time. Go bigger. You're not giving yourself nothing past the 15. You'll go to the 15, look what pattern I'm seeing, and go back down smaller. So if you go bigger, you'll start, oh shit, there go, look, let me delete this. You're gonna be like, oh shit, there goes the inverse head and shoulders. Shoulder, because you can see. So you're gonna be able to see that. And you're gonna be like, holy snap, it's giving me an overall cup. Right? So as you go down to the 445, it was your cup. You see your inverse head and shoulders. It's there. There goes your hour. It's there. What are you talking about? It's about to give it to you. You see these high probability setups and how it's finishing? Where the price is going to go is right. I think I already showed y'all, but it's going to be right here. Once you don't have nothing else, go left. It's just easier on the bigger time frames, right? If you're on a 15 minute, 5 minutes, it's going to take you forever to do that. You're not going to want to do that. That's why I tell you, go bigger, go bigger. And then you're going to see the overall pattern. And then you're going to go to the left. You're going to be like, fuck, Moody's a genius, right? And since I know I'm bigger, I'll take that price action from 404 to 40, from just that many cents. I'll take it because it's an hour. And I did that for an hour. All right, cool. Next, right here. Sometimes I'll take this one too. Yeah, it gave me a big gap. I don't like that big gap. Why? Because I'm going to be on a smaller time frame. So I know I'm going to end up creating more lines, right? Right here. And now you'll understand me when I'll be like, oh, I'm nice as fuck. And I'll be like, I don't have my magnet on, but I'm gonna put that bitch like right here. And it lines up on a small time frame because I already know the 50% retracement. I already know if I want to cheat, they're not gonna show you how to cheat. I could just be like, because I know that's a bounce, but it's not because of the freaking wick. You're gonna think that we're not. We just know it's price action. There's bodies of candlesticks right here that ran up. Bodies of candlesticks that hit the bottom on a smaller time frame that reversed and ran up. F the wick. There ain't no price action there on this time frame, right? Hopefully that's clicking, right? And then you just be like, okay, target. Because that's the top of a wick. We know that you got a target right there. We could have got, because that's the top of a wick. I just got all the support and resistance, right? And then guess what? Well, guess what we got here? Let's put it a different color because you know I keep them white. I mean, you know I keep them. We'll leave that there like that. I make them yellow, but I'm already using yellow, so we'll do it white. That's your gap, and I'm going to do it just like that. I'm going to use the wick, the gap. Right? And then you'll always see me grab a target because that's the top of that gap. That's going to be a market structure. And then I'm going to get the bodies of the candlestick. Right? And then I'll make that orange. Oh, not that one. Let's make that one red again. Come on, let me be great. That was the last thing I drew. Let's make this orange because that's a break. That's a market structure right there. Right? Let's see the consolidation has boom, right? That's a market structure. Then you go to your left. Dang, how Moody be knowing where price is going? And everybody's still trying to figure it out using this price action right here. I already used that price action to get back up. You telling me why I got out too early? I didn't. If you see how much money I made, I really didn't get out too early. I was just being greedy. But yeah, oh, Bernice. I'm gonna have to just do a class for that, Bernice, because it's gonna take me I don't think it's gonna take me a while, but I like to be organized. You're on the smaller time frames as well. So like I know that could have clicked for you too. So for you, what I would tell you is focus on this RSI, right? Focus on buy support and sell here. You'll start to see that it'll break and be like, dang. You just want to learn buy here, sell here, buy here. I don't even want to tell you to buy here, sell here. That's the rule, right? And then it's buy puts here, sell here, right? Buy puts here, sell here. But some people don't know how to deal with the consolidation or read the candlesticks to know like, okay, hold on, I'm gonna need to go ahead since I'm playing SPY to go 3 to 4 days out just because I know it's gonna play out. And this is the 1 minute. It already seems like it's gonna play out. I'm reading the candlesticks, but even if you can't, but you just feel like it, buy time because the theta is going to allow you to make money. It's going to save all that consolidation, all that 4 minute. You got to think about it. 1 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, 7 minutes to win by, 20 minutes to win by on a 1 minute chart consolidation, then finally broke down for you. Let's just say it went all the way down, right? That's theta on the minutes are theta on the 0 DTE of losing in centric value. The time is running up on this clock. This is going to expire. I have to throw this. I got to take the food off the shelf. You cannot buy this no more. If you buy it, you're subjected to getting poisoned. I was already poisoned a little bit, but yeah, I feel me.
So you saying the 1 minute and the RSI?
The 1 minute in the RSI. But just remind me another group I do because Bridget understands that and it'll be good for everybody in there and Lady TJ. So just remind me over there and we'll like remember I gotta Moody. But long story short, we'll go over it. But if I end up doing it over there first or over here first, just remind me.
Okay.
Yeah. But I do got a question does this click for y'all? Did everybody understand like what I went over today?
Yeah, I think that
Yeah.
the most profound thing that I took away from it, I think you had said this before, is you found those prior breakouts levels, which was good. You know, you just find the prior breakout levels and you can kind of predict what's going to happen. Or the probability is higher that that's going to happen again. Not the, you can't predict, but probability. Am I correct in that?
Yeah, I'm just listening to you. Yeah, absolutely. It's just the time frames. So like If it's the 15-minute, just don't get confused. Like you can see, like this was the breakout part. This is when it broke and changed trend, right? Higher lows. I mean higher, yeah, higher lows, right? That's when it changed the trend.
On the
Right.
hour, you look at the hour.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the hourly, so it'll be the same thing on any time frame. Just
Right.
don't get confused when you, oh, this was a break, right? Like, regardless of the fact, yeah, you can look at the left and see that this was a break. But the thing is, you gotta learn how to trade what you see, right? So on top of that, this was a break, right? I'm gonna bring it down to this morning star. That was a break. Higher lows. You know what I'm saying? It gave you a higher high. That was a break. You just held too long and it came right back down. That was a break. Right here, it was a break as well. Right? As soon as it came, it broke, started giving higher highs. And it's going to show you that on any time frame. It's just trading what you see, literally live on point. For the person in the chat, I know some more people was about to respond just real quick because I want to hear y'all feedback. Yes, you can go to the hourly chart and wait for the first hour. Ooh, I just want to give you some feedback. It's just going to be different every different hour, right? This was the first hour of the chart, right? That was the first hour of the chart. You could fib the first hour and still utilize it as support and resistance. And it's so beautiful when it's doing this and it comes out of the range and it gives you a reversal pattern and starting to break over the range. Oh, you already know. Why? Because you could get more greedier, right? Because you're going to fib this. And go on a smaller time frame, you're gonna see it breaking, and you'll be like, "Oh yeah, let's go!" Boom, inside of a new range, let's go. So yeah, the fib. That's how you utilize the fib, up or down. Well, how I utilize it. But yeah, anybody else?
Can I say something?
Yeah,
Right.
this is feedback for me to understand. Like, okay, it did click for y'all, it didn't click for y'all. Something different. If nobody's saying anything, then that's on them. I ain't gonna feel bad. But
Yeah.
yeah,
So yeah, so you know how we have, and I know you don't like the downside, right? But you see how we have two major gaps that need to be filled, right? So when I saw that we were going down, I'm like, okay, maybe we're gonna like fill that gap. But all we did was just go down to, you know, the basic. We didn't even go negative. And then we just bounced right back up. But knowing this, I mean,
It filled the gap. It filled the gap, Melina. Don't ever think that it just didn't hit the line.
Oh no, it did. Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. It did fill the gap. Yeah, no, it did fill the gap because it
This
got
one
up
was
and
like
went
a
back to
fake out.
zero.
Look, so you can understand, even when you see a bottom and you see it start reversing, like say if it was the previous day, this was Wednesday, and you didn't catch the bottom, but you see a bottom down, you see that reversing, you're like, well, hold on, it didn't fill the gap. Look to your left, you'll see the resistance. Resistance turns support. This was resistance, turn support. All it did was bounce off of resistance. It didn't want to fill that gap yet.
Yeah, so I'm kind of scary to try to play more calls because I'm like, wow, we have such a large gap. And I don't know if maybe we're not going to fill that gap soon. But I'm thinking if we keep going up, we're probably going to have like a big fall down, right? Potentially. Only to go back up, you know what I mean? Like I know we're not going to stay down. We're in a bull market, but we can't continue to go up every day.
Why not? We could continue going down every day, continue going up every day. It's going up and down.
No, that's what I'm saying. Well, so far we haven't gone down. We've only been up.
We've gone down, Melina. Look, this is just an hourly chart, right?
Oh,
look,
go to the daily.
Look, this is just an hourly chart. This is Monday. We've gone down. We're not just flying up.
Oh, I'm thinking not intraday. I'm talking about like just on a daily. Like we've had like 3 consecutive days of up, right? So
Bro,
there's going to be some.
If I go to a daily time frame with the mindset that you're spitting at me, you won't understand me. We're going higher on a daily time frame.
Yes, we're going higher.
I see pullbacks on a daily time frame. We're going higher. You see, you're saying I'm scared of going for more calls because I feel like we've gone up too much. If I talk to you on a daily time frame, I'm telling you we're going higher. I already said 5 to 418. You're gonna be scared to play that.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I just see that actionable signal right now on the day. So then I'm kind of like, okay, I mean, everything is cyclical, right? So it goes up and comes down, comes up and comes down. It's a zigzag. Nothing's ever a straight line to the sky. Is the way that I interpret it.
But look at the RSI. That's all you have to think. It's on uptrend territory now. regardless of the fact if it pulls back, it's not pulling back far because it's in uptrend territory.
Oh, no, exactly. It won't go far. Exactly. It won't
It
go
ain't
far.
going nowhere, right? So once you start going to these smaller time frames, we're starting to be overbought. There's going to be a pullback, right? And that pullback is going to come down to this 50% retracement or anywhere down here and reverse back up, or it's going to hit this 50% retracement and reverse back up. If we don't do that, then we're going to come back down and then we're going to reverse back up. What do I mean by that? Look at how this is just the way it moves when it already came all the way down. But after we run up, after we fell, right? Because this was us falling from a run up. See, look, we ran up and kept running. Now this is a bearish divergent. This is us falling. This is us finding support. We found support at these levels. That's why I keep saying support turn resistance. We found support at these levels. Look at the date, right? This is March 21st to the 22nd. That's the dates that I was talking about. But all the way through the 17th, that's resistance. That's support on these candlesticks. Support, support. That's resistance, resistance. If you look at the RSI, we bottomed out. After we bottomed out, time to go back up. Started testing it. Let's go back up. We start going higher. What does that higher mean? Completing that resistance, that market structure break, let's support it. After that, we fall. Everybody's scared of that dump. Why? Because we're going back to support because we want to go higher, higher. Look at that fall. That's a big fall. Look at the RSI from here. We was at those levels. We can't be over there. We're over it. It went over to create support. It came all the way down. Now that it crashed, right? Look how far it came down. It crashed. Look at the price right now, where it's at. And look at where it came down to. Look at where the price is at right now, that blue line. We came back down, came back there. It has room. If you trade what you see, too much room before it bottoms out again, right? And when we finally do bottom out, like I said, it's just gonna bottom out. That don't mean everybody's like, oh, it's gonna go all the way back down. Bro, it could come right back down to like this weekly. Don't forget about these levels. That's why I be marking them up. And I already know this monthly level is about to change here soon. All this is about to change. This is called support, resistance, support, support, support. This is about to change in a few days. Look at the date, 3:30. All this is about to go up here. So it's gonna play, find some support and start shooting back up for the month. And then we're having a 3-month new chart. I know what I'm doing here, man. This is fun and it's too damn easy. Hopefully, did that make sense, Melina?
Yeah, no, I mean, we're topping out at the other side, so, yeah. Just be quiet, someone.
Look, if you just go to this
Oh, sorry, I have
candlestick right here, this is February, this 13th, that's the range we're playing, Melina. Ain't no point in getting scared. It just came to the 50% retracement. Anytime we talk about the 50% retracement, you know the deal. So boom, boom. If we get up here, bro, it's gonna come try to take out these PMGs. Like, that's why you gotta play with your time frame. Go to the 10-day, same thing. 50% retracement. You wanna know the real on the 10-day is playing this one right here. This candlestick. It's trying to go to that 50% retracement, PMG, off the weekly. That's it. You see that PMG? You see this price? $429.99. Leave me alone. Buy time on your contracts. But just buy a freaking pullback. That's all you gotta do. Buy a pullback. Buy a pullback. Buy a red day. I don't know about.
Well, that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for that red day to get a pullback.
You're gonna wait forever, Melina. I'm trying. How many? Bruh, Melina, you was in the group. Come on, stay on the high frequency. You was in the first group with Friday. You seen Moody just Casper the Friendly Ghost, right? You was in that first group. What did I say in that first group? Buy the pullbacks. Buy the pullbacks. What did you just say right now? Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. You're gonna be waiting forever if you don't trade what you see. You got to be able to control your emotions and say, hey, today, fuck it, Melina. I'm acting like I'm you. Today, we ain't fucking scalping. I know I'm thinking 1,000 things. We ain't day trading. The fucking RSI is down here. It's fucking oversold. Let's go fucking look for some damn leaps. What the fuck does Moody keep saying? Come on, Melina. Let's get it together. We're looking at the fucking RSI when we go to a smaller time frame, right? And we're seeing it don't matter how far I go. I could go when Moody was never fucking born. I was born 1991, and that motherfucker's gonna bounce from right here, this 30 marking code, right back up here every fucking time. It's just gonna do it every time. So what does that tell me? When we're up here, hey, let's wait till we're literally overbought. Let's wait, right? We could be already overbought. What do I mean by that? Because it tops out, then it goes back. You see how it came back right there, and then it came out. The candlestick on in that day is gonna let you know that. Okay, maybe it's time to go for push now. Let me go for push for like 2 months out. I'm gonna still day trade. Let me just buy me a contract or two and just let these rock. Let me let them do that, and let me do what I do over here. If I can't control my emotions, let me set up a different contract and do it over there. All right. That makes sense, Melina?
Yeah, pretty much. So I bought a put. This was all going because I bought a put, and I'm like, let me sell my put tomorrow. I do have time on my put. You know what I mean? And if my
But you
put
gotta
doesn't really go
understand
down as
that.
much.
Be aware of that. So now that you're being more honest, be aware. It's like, I want the market to go down because I'm in puts and I want some money. I used to be like that. Just when you're aware of those thoughts, you know, and you'd be like, all right, cool. So now I'm getting it. I need to just scout these motherfuckers. I needed to do.
And I only did it because we gapped up and then another gap up. I'm like, okay, let's
I'ma
do
tell you
back
right
a
now,
little
look.
mini pullback.
Go to the new chat you in. Go look at BW. BW shorted and he probably still swinging though. American Airlines. I'm like, it's risky.
Oh, we did it together. We got in together. So we actually got out today.
Oh, I didn't know. That's dope.
He got out and I said, yo, this is going to the moon. I'm like, why are we getting out? He goes, I know, my lady, you ready to get out? And I'm like, fine. I was like, get out. I was like, he was getting antsy. I'm like, come on, this is gonna go to 100%.
You know why
I only want
wanna get
100%
out?
now.
Yeah, on a weekly contract. Y'all don't want to do that on a weekly contract.
No, ours is April 21st.
Oh, the one I was seeing. Oh, the one that he showed me, because he be doing a whole bunch of trades. The
He
one
gets a lot of
showed me
stuff. Yeah.
for this week. I didn't see the one for April. If I would have seen, because if you go to the new chat, the one with Zay in there, just read up. You'll see that I said I really like it with time. If it had time, oh yeah, I'll hold puts with time. Like if you got time on your puts, I'll hold them. And especially if you got a good entry, you're not gonna lose. You're gonna be straight. It's gonna retract back down, but just don't think it's gonna go back to hell. It's gonna go back to a support and go back to heaven, go back to a support, go back to heaven, and it's gonna go all the way back down.
Oh, and that's all I need. I just needed to go to support. I don't need it to go to hell. I just need to go to support. That's what I about to put. That's all I need.
But I'm not gonna lie, you might get that. Like here, I go to ES. I gotta jump off. Anybody got any last things they want to say or any questions? I'm gonna jump off after this ES.
Yeah, you don't have to do it now, but I have questions about ES. How do you make that work with SPY? Because I don't really do ES.
Yeah, that's too much for me to go through right now.
No, not now. In the future.
Yeah, it just correlates. It's just gonna pop. It's gonna pop in the futures before it pops in SPY. That's all. But it's the same thing that I've been saying. Same thing. It's just you just gotta understand that it pops first here and then goes over there. And sometimes it lags, right? But looking at futures, nah, bro. Remember what I told y'all when I was drawing up SPY? This is your SPY chart. This is the same chart. This is the same market structure, right? What I said, we're gonna go up there, right? Let's look at the price to the bottom.
Yeah,
right?
4080 is like a big key level resistance area.
So it's gonna do it right there too, right? I'm just not gonna rechart it because I already just did it on SPY, but you do. That's where it's gonna go, right? You already got your pullback. That's your pullback that everybody talking about, right? That was your pullback, right? It could pull back a little bit more, but tomorrow's what? Friday? Oh no, tomorrow's only Thursday. Tomorrow's Thursday.
No, today was Thursday.
Oh, so tomorrow's Friday. So yeah, there may be a little bit of taking profits, but like after the market go up, nah, look at the actionable signals. This is a structure break. That's a structure break. To me, the market is going up tomorrow and it has one day to stay open. You got to understand when it's like, oh, it's going to be a sell-off or it's going to be this. Like, that's too much to go over right now. But tomorrow's Friday. Like go to, like, you gotta know your money. Like, I don't even know how I know all this shit.
And the last day of March.
Yeah, bruh. It's a brand new year to the universe, to the real stuff. They know. They tell you. That's why they call it April.
Is it a new quarter or no?
Yeah, it's gonna be a new quarter
It's
too.
gonna be a new quarter,
Wow.
You
new
know,
quarter, new month, everything, yeah.
Then you got wow, what the hell is happening tomorrow? Ain't shit happening. What the fuck? You got these scary ass
I don't
people.
know what Eva Panda was talking about some PCE data, so she was saying something about contract
Man, I
prices
don't
or
even
premium
care.
per
See, I was
movement.
gonna stop you right there. This is not MSC, this is MSET. I was just about to say scary ass people, and I'm not talking about evil, but scary ass people gonna say whatever they're gonna say about this. I remember when I was just live trading with Pastor. This is 8:30 in the morning. It's 8:30 in the morning. The market's closed, man. Get out of my life, man. Leave me alone. Look, what this dude talking about? Who is he? William Speaks. Bruh, do y'all really watch this stuff? Like, do you ever see the market move when these people talk? Like, they're not Powell, right? Powell already said, yo, we're looking at, and it wasn't even Powell, it was the Fed. They just saying we're looking at a 25 basis point. The market's still pushing up. What does that mean? What then y'all just see inflation go out the roof? You know what I'm saying? Look, and then, man, what's going on Monday? You just gotta read your money. Ain't shit going on Monday. People do talking about the wildest shit, like, freaking manufacturing PM. Man, do you even know what the fuck that means? That's what I be telling people. I be like, do you know what the fuck that means? Did you go to school? Like, now that you're in the stock market, you know all about, like, do you know what FOMO means? Do you know what rich people will do to poor people's mindsets? That's why I just try to stay alone. Because I just be like, people don't get it yet. You allow certain things into your subconscious of people to talk to you or tell you certain things. You start to identify with that shit. It's not you. Your mind's gonna do it, even if you don't tell it to do it. Now you're gonna, nah, I'm not doing that shit. And it's like, I don't talk down on nobody. I love Eva. That's why I said it's not to her. I am a full-time trader. I'm not gonna hear that shit. I got a life to, like, come on now, look, I'm going through it with you Tuesday of next week. What the hell's happening? I don't even gotta look. I'll be a little more concerned on Wednesday with crude oils because there's inflation and stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? Like all that other stuff. No, I'm not about to bypass. I'm not about to listen to that. I'm gonna go read this market. Look, we had a freaking bigger wick. This thing's still pushing up, right? I take this down. Like y'all gonna really make me get in my bag. Like, are you kidding me? Like resistance. Well, do we know what resistance turn support is? I already claimed it. I already showed it. You see how we fell back down? Fill gap, boom, boom. That was the gap too. This is the same SPY chart, but now you can see it still playing out. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Oh, then let's just say it comes up here. What you're gonna have that mindset? Oh man, fuck, I missed it. Go that way, Mr. I always miss it. Say, man, how can I figure out how to get it? When am I gonna take the risk? Damn, I took a risk and I had sex and I had a baby. Like, oh, but this risk, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't deal with it. I just can't because people make it subjective. It's still the same thing. Like, even though I'm talking about a little more vulgar, you having sex unprotected, you're going to have a baby or you're going to get some STDs or you're going to be fine and you're going to feel good and you might get lustful. Same thing, it's different outcomes. You know what I'm saying? Zay Tobin said Macy's about to go to
I'm
the
taking calculated risks.
you feel me? I'm taking calculated risk. So you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm on now. What is this? The 2-minute chart. We came to the RSI, we bottomed out. Cool. Had a little gap, we filled it again. The market don't like gaps. Okay, cool. I got some support right here. If I don't want to draw all this, cool. I know that we could bottom out right here because that's the freaking breakout. Ray was just asking about it. Boom, I'm gonna come right here. I am not going to my old mindset and I'm not gonna allow nobody to drag me back there. That's how I'm coming. Some people may get intimidated. I say then, hey, maybe you don't want to be around me because I'm gonna make you feel uncomfortable. Because I remember what that shit felt like to be broke. And I don't mean money, broke mindset, not knowing. You're doing it. You know how you drive to work. You don't make a freaking excuse because there's railroad, there's obstacles and circumstances. No, you figure it out. And that's what I like. I like to be around motherfuckers that want to figure it out. People that want to motherfucking go fishing. Let's go fishing. Don't bring that negativity around here. I ain't talking about you, Melina, because I know I kind of got on my bag off of what you was saying. You know, I fuck with you. But long story short, don't bring that shit over here. If we talking prosperous, like that's what, if you want to be around business owners and they let you around the fucking room and we talking millions and billions of dollars, we don't want to fucking hear why we can't fucking do this shit. The door is that way, buddy. That's how, like, you want to see how we living in my life if I turn off the screen and shit? That's how it is. And curse words and everything. Huh? What? You don't got solution? You can't come right back with an research? The fuck out of here. If you ain't gonna add to this shit, get the fuck out, because you're gonna stress me out to fucking figure it out for you. That's crazy. So that, if I'm trying to build millionaires, I'm gonna give it to you. That's how it's gonna be. That's how
So basically at that bottom of that cup and handle, I should have went along and got calls during that cup and handle when I saw it and I sent you the picture.
where, oh, the breakouts, absolutely. But you know, that's why Jordan always says he ain't gonna sit there and talk. See, Moody a little nice. Jordan gonna be like, so what you gonna do? What you gonna do next time? He's just gonna get right to it. So what you gonna do next time? Oh, this motherfucker just talking my ears off. Okay, he still didn't answer the question. All right, cool. All right, bet. Next person. I'm just letting you into the mind. A motherfucker is not gonna be that honest if they don't, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let you be honest. You see the positivity, you don't see the hailstorm that's inside of here. Like, yo, oh my God. I'll never go, oh my God, if I gotta repeat myself 1,000 times, because that's what you do to learn something. But, oh, but this person said this, or this, it's like, bruh, is that person trading for me? Is that person clicking the trigger for me? Did that person cash out $100,000 already this year for me? Like clink, 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 clink. 3 months. Oh, okay, cool. Let's see what the rest brings. No. So I give two flying fucks what the next man thinks. I don't, to be honest, because I got my own mind to think about it. You can tell me what you think and I could think about what you thought. Why did you think that way? Ooh, don't make me start thinking that way, because then I'm gonna start exploring your mind. Why? Because once you was a fool, you have to be wise, you have to be a fool. That's why you get upset with your children sometimes. You know what I'm saying? People just forget, okay, it's still the same levels. It's still the same levels, right? It's just children at home, but when you go to work, oh, there ain't no more, that authority you have, what, that authority just flip-flopped. Now you the child, and like, yes, sir, yes, supervisor, yes, manager, let me go do this. You talking under your breath. That's why I be real with people. Like, if you learn to fucking be honest with self, you're gonna be so much off. Like, your mind is gonna say, yeah, don't do that. Yeah, we already know that. Next thing you know, that don't even show up in your life. Why did I only see morning stars trading today and took Morningstar breaks and different things and still gave call entries, showed people how I trade, gave a call entry and gave a put entry. And then say, hey, I'm about to jump in my calls right now, even though it's not even at my put entry. I mean, at my call entry, because I'm seeing a reversal pattern and it's time to go now. God said, move now. Not what I just planned, because, you know, he trumps my life. I can plan my trade and trade what I plan, but God said, move now. So I'm going to pull the trigger now. Then you're going to have this other person like, oh, but this is, man, take your butt, close it, hold it over there, because I ain't even trying to use that word. I'm prosperous. You butt is. I'm prosperous. so prosperous shall come to me. See, Melina, you got me in my bag, you got me in my spirit, right? But that's just real, it's just real talk. Like, the more you practice the positivity and the more you let go of that bullshit and let go of excuses and let go of what the next person, like, I was just listening to a song. What did he say? I'm gonna just play it. It's everywhere. When you stop listening to what someone else says, let me see when he said it. Where he, just listen. Just listen.
Yeah, my God, he was taking over. Remove the devil, let my faith go, feel it slide like a Damon Dover. I finally made it to the field of my dreams, and I let ghosts play around in my head like I'm really over. A Yankee owner, I got stripes in this game. Hot-headed, but got ice in my veins, but rapping my flame. G4 to be exact, 3 quarters of beats and raps, 3 horses, 4 forties, 3 more being cracked. That was a life that I was leading back before I went to therapy and being packed. I wasn't really needing that. I was needing validation, which I agree is whack. Mad at my therapist, like, bitch, I agree with that. Here's the kicker, though my therapist is me. Explain about my problems, how I'm American and me. There's a scarcity of free thinkers. It's all group thought. That's what they think. That's not what you thought.
That's what I was looking for. Well, how he ended it. There's a scarcity of free thinkers out here.
Kicker, though my therapist is me.
Listen.
Problems, how American and me. There's a scarcity of free thinkers. It's all group thought. That's what they think. That's not what you thought. Before you saw the popular vote, you scared that the word of me if you rocking the boat, so you don't.
That's all I think. When somebody tells me somebody else's star, it's like, you scared to live life. You scared to take a risk. I'm gonna be my own confirmation. Be your own confirmation. Your own confirmation. You got children, you giving them confirmation. I'm a dad now, so I can talk that talk now. So all the parents, they used to be like, oh, well, you don't know, you ain't no parent yet. I'm losing sleep. Still feel good. Still going crazy. Because I'm not going to complain about it. I know what I did. I laid down and I had sex. I knew what was coming. I'm the God of my universe. I created that. I don't know, man. I just be trying to drop wisdom. Well, sorry, knowledge, wisdom, because you should always knowledge before wisdom, because to obtain knowledge, you have to be a fool first. You didn't know, then you obtain knowledge, and it grows into wisdom. Then you have understanding of all of that to get to overstanding it. Right? Melina says, FYI, I'm just reading and just trying to understand. Oh, that's why I said I'm not, Melina, you gotta learn something about me. Don't take it personal. Like, it's just because you gave me a jewel. You gave me someone else's start. So now I can propel off of that and show you. It's about being aware. Don't allow the mind to be like, oh no, that's the excuse, regardless of the fact. Why? Because yeah, you're gonna read someone else's analysis. Is it your analysis? Is it what you think? Is it what you feel? Yeah, that could have gave you some type of confirmation, could have eased your mind, could have did whatever, right? It's just like when we was going about your puts, right? We got time, I like that. But you don't want to see the market go back up because you're in puts. That's trading your emotions. Once we're aware of that battle, spiritual and flesh, once we're aware of that battle and don't make an excuse for it and say, why am I like this? Then you start getting to the fear. Oh, it's because I'm scared. What am I scared of? I can't identify that for anyone. I only can identify that for me. Once you can identify what you're scared of, you start to realize there's nothing to be scared about that, because now you can travel back in time into your mind and realize how many times you said you're scared of losing money. How many times have you lost money, and look at you now? Not in trading, in anything else. And look at you now. If you focus on losing money, you will lose money. The mind, listen to whoever the fuck you want to, the mind cannot focus on two things unless you're a master of one. The mind needs to focus on one thing. And that's all. Focus on winning, focus on winning, focus on your high probability trades, focus on your setups. Yeah, I may talk a lot, go to the Moody channel, but everything I'm talking is fucking valuable and my shit and what I see and what I'm predicting that's going to happen. I'm not over there like, oh yeah, but then this isn't, I'm one fucking direction. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. So yeah, Melina, don't take it personal. It was just like, even if it was Bernice or Ray that said something, Ray said something the other day. I'm just gonna utilize that and fight that demon, fight that thought for you. If I could beat the shit out of it and then make you realize like, hey, yeah, how the fuck did you even get in this temple? Like, why am I thinking like, then you can be aware of that and you can be like, yo, you know what? Hold on, Moody got a point. Let me start questioning my thoughts. Let me stop thinking that I just think this way. I don't think this way. I was made to think this way. Go within. I don't know. Maybe I was a little too much on that part, but hopefully I wasn't. And I was still recording. I should never recorded that. But yeah, I'm just trying to fill you out with love. Hopefully that wasn't too harsh. Melina, please don't take that no type of way. It's all love. I just want you to continue to see greatness. You know what I'm saying? Because I see, come on now, man. Like, you seen the development on the group things. Like, I see where you see the new mind, but I see them old thoughts trying to travel. Like, yo, can I stick along? Can I travel? That's the ego. Like, man, I'm scared over here. You leaving me. Now he's scared. The ego's scared because you leaving like, nah, I want a new life. I don't want depression. I don't want none of that. Now that spirit is scared, like, no, but we've been together for 20, 30 years. Like, what are you doing? No, I wasn't ready. That's what's happening. You know what I'm saying? And your higher self, like, bro, I gotta go. I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Come vibe high, like the sun.
Definitely gonna enjoy rewatching this class, Moody. Still recording, by the way.
Yeah, let me pause it. But yeah, feedback. What's up? Y'all talk to me real quick so I can get some energy too. I know I'm giving y'all good energy. Y'all talk to me, and let me know what's up, and then I'm gonna stop the recording and we could be done with the class. Trust me, y'all gonna like the recording if y'all view it back and y'all was talking, y'all gonna be like, dang, look how I grew.
Well, since nobody want to talk, I guess I'll be the first. Can you hear me?
Yeah, no, I can hear you, bro.
I got the headphones in. I'm trying to make sure. Oh, my bad.
Oh yeah, talk to me, bro. What's on your mind?
I love the positive mindset. A lot of people. Yes, a lot of people dwell in negative mindset, and I can say that one thing I don't dwell in. I might lose a trade, I might lose 3 trades. It don't matter. So what? I don't dwell in it because I know the next trade is gonna be a bang. I'm gonna bang this. Not worry about that.
Right.
I don't want anybody else to take it so harshly. Once you get out of your emotions and start just trying to actually understand what somebody truly is telling you and try to enforce it in your life, it'll make a big difference. And it'll keep you out of a lot of arguments. You won't be in your feelings. You just get out the way. Oh, well, you step over here. I like what he's saying. Just step out the way. All right, cool. I know you ain't talking to me, but hey, I'm back now. You won't. So it's just all positive things. It's just a mindset. You gotta beat out the negativity. I'm so serious about that. That's what I'm facing, what I'm doing with myself. I'm beating out all my negativity. I'm beating it out so bad it's changing the way I eat. It's changing the things I do. Like it's a full circle. So don't let it, that's why I said dwell in positivity. Don't let it just sit in one spot. I'm listening.
I had a question for you. Did that come after you started being a successful trader or before?
Before? I'm still getting my ass whooped. My mindset changed.
It's easy to be positive.
I just told you I lose trades, but I don't. They don't.
You have more wins than trades, Zaytoven. Okay, come on, let's be honest.
Now you starting to understand why I don't care about the losers. I don't dwell in them because I know I'm gonna win the next 3.
You just keep it moving.
Keep it moving. There you go. Oh,
It's a
the stop ain't work.
probability game.
Cause I lost bank today, but I don't give a damn. I'm gonna do it again tomorrow and win it.
Facts. You don't see Wall Street Trapper? Like, look, I talk about people I don't talk about. Like Wall Street Trapper, I was so happy for him. I was scrolling through Instagram and I follow him, and he was talking about how he had lost like
I already know what you're talking
like
about, too.
7 bands, and he was like, "Yeah, but today we came up 20K. Yeah, what you talking about?" And it makes me like want to show stuff, and I'd be like, "Nah, that's him. That's his life. It's how he's living. He probably nowhere near his family. He probably nowhere near people." Know what I'm saying? Where his mindset gonna be okay, you know. So I stay in my lane, but that made me so happy. Before I jumped on the class, it made me extremely happy to jump on the class. I'm scrolling through Instagram and I follow Aristotle, and I see Aristotle with I Am Lightweight, and I'm connected to his mother, you know what I'm saying? And to him here in Atlanta, right? And to see that, I'm like, man, look how beautiful that is. Now, I'm not a hater, you know what I'm saying? Like, me and Lifeway was gonna do something together, but I'm like, bruh, I don't really got followers like that, and you're really trying to change the community. I know what you're trying to do, bro. The best thing I can do is promote you inside of my discourse and things of that nature, right? So it's like even putting people on herbs and eating healthy and stuff like that. I was extremely happy to see, like, look at Aristotle doing this thing, wealth and health, you know what I'm saying? Teaching people things, teaching people how to like cure themselves. You can cure your body, will cure itself. You know what I'm saying? You can literally take herbs and you'll be fine. My mom says I was a child, my ear would hurt, and I forgot the plant, but she would break off a plant because we're from Dominican Republic and literally heat it up and drop the juice in my ear. Pain to be gone in 30 minutes. I have a tummy ache. It was in Spanish, it's called alcanfor. She'll put it in a spoon, give me a little small tablespoon of it. Tummy pain gone, right? So many different remedies where it's like, bro, if I ever get sick, I already know the tea my mom's about to make me. It's about to be onions, apples, ginger in there, and honey. You know what I'm saying? And not a lot of honey. And she's gonna make me throw that shit back. And I promise you, I'm gonna drink a whole like the little metal thing, cup thing of that. And in one day, I'm gonna start feeling extremely better. And if not in one day, in 2 days, right? So that made me extremely happy. You know what I'm saying? And Bernice, one thing that I'll say, it doesn't happen when you start to become profitable or successful in a certain area of life. It starts to happen now when you start to choose, like, man, I want to change. When you start to be aware of your thoughts, when you're like talking bad about yourself in your head, like, dang, I should have did that. You're gonna be like, man, let me stop saying I should have did that. Like, I was doing this. I was happy doing this. That's why I wasn't doing that. I'm not being complacent. I don't want to do that right now. You know what I mean? Don't allow your mind to make you feel bad about yourself. It's just you've trained it to do that to you already.
Exactly.
So it's going to continue to do that. But that's what he means by beating the negative thought up. Like, nah, you got to retract it and speak to yourself and like speak affirmations to yourself. Like, I may do a class of meditation. You know what I'm saying? Real, like, I've been said I was gonna get off here like at 7:05. At 8 o'clock, I'm gonna get off. Like, one thing I'll tell you, like, go within, go meditate. I tell you that for a reason. It's also in the scriptures. It tells you fast, meditate, and pray, right? Meditate. And when you go meditate, stop listening to all these people that are like, oh, I can astral project, oh, I can get out of my body, or hey, I can be still and not think of anything. That takes practice. I'm not going to tell you it takes years, right? That can start happening for you in the first month, in the first 3 months of you constantly doing it, right? It doesn't take long, but start to meditate, but don't try to quiet your thoughts. Overstand it. That's how you end up starting to quiet your thoughts, when you sit there and you realize, like, yo, look at all of this shit that I'm fucking thinking. And then you start to realize, when you grab onto a thought, how it takes you on a train of thought. That's why it's called train of thought. And it takes you on that ride, especially if you close your eyes and meditate, you'll start seeing it. If you think of your childhood or anything, you'll go on that ride. If you're powerful enough through your meditations, you'll start to see it literally with your eyes closed, like, oh. But it takes practice, right? So meditate, be with yourself. You'll start to find answers. Question your thoughts. Why am I thinking this way? and don't fucking answer yourself. Your mind is going to answer it for you. It's going to be like, oh, because of this, because of that. Sit back. Why is it because of this or that? Why do you keep telling me this? Overstand the thoughts. You'll start to be the person sitting in awareness, and you'll start to be aware, like, these are my thoughts. Why? Because if you do meditation and you just do that for one time and then say you do it again, or you could do it in the same meditation practice, and then you start to just think positive thoughts and think love and think abundance and things that you want for yourself, you'll start to think about that stuff. And guess what's going to happen? A negative thought's going to come. It's going to come knocking on the door like, yeah, but you can't do that because of this. Don't try to stop thinking about it. That's not what you do. You sit back. Why did I think that? Your mind starts talking to you. Oh, because of this, because of that. And then you leave that thought. Why? Because you know, train of thought. You know, oh, I clinged on to the negative. Fuck. Go back to the positive. I love. Think of something great that happened to you in life, whether it was yes, the closer it is, the better it is because the feeling is there. Right? That's why I move and I do all this stuff. Why? Because your heart is a fucking magnet. Your thoughts are electric. If you think of it, you're attracted to yourself, but you gotta believe it. You gotta be fucking insane. I swear to God, that's how I fucking became rich. I was just fucking crazy enough to believe that shit. I'm from the fucking Bronx. The fuck, they told me I was gonna lose. They've been told me I was gonna lose. I told you I got molested. The fuck? They was calling me gay, and I was the sexiest nigga in class.
Still is.
The fuck? I didn't let none of that stuff bother me. While people was in the clubs, I was reading about the Kabbalah. I was reading about chakras and stuff, spirituality. Motherfuckers looking at me like I'm crazy. Cool. I was learning the devil too. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. Why? Because ain't you the enemy? Let me learn you a little bit well. Oh, so you're the author of confusion. You this, you that. Damn, so they teaching you all this shit in church and not telling you the truth, and they ain't gonna tell you about the motherfucking enemy that's actually obeying God's law more than you are, because you don't know the spiritual laws, you don't know the universal laws, you're following mankind's law. Whoa.
Jeez.
Deep, and you start to understand who you are, it's gonna be hard to enslave you, because you're gonna walk around like a motherfucking God. He is God, trying to tell you. Why do you think I named my son Zion Gianni Franco? Franco is my last name. Franco stands for Frenchman, free man. Gianni stands for God's grace. Zion, Jerusalem. Holy place, God's grace, free man. Learn who you are. That's what I can say, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I be getting in my bag, because I want people to you don't gotta learn what I'm learning, but grasp that who you are is how you're gonna trade, right? So learn to go.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it. It's not wasted, trust me. I appreciate it.
No, it's not wasted. And the one thing I was going to mention is that in the book that I read last week, that kind of really changed how I was thinking about things. They basically mentioned that trading is really lonely. You know what I mean? So if you're in there just placing a trade all by yourself, and you have no one to talk to, it sucks. So that's why it's good to kind of have like a trading partner, just you can bounce ideas off of. Because, and I know when I was in a trade and I said, I got to get 100% play, you know, Jordan's been over there calling me out and stuff, and I'm getting in my feelings, like, what the heck? And he's like, it's out there. And I went and I saw something. I said, well, let me grab it. And then I talked to my friends, you know, Raj and BW. And I was like, yo, I got in this trade. I was like, what you guys think? They're like, yo, it's going to run. And I was like, should I sell? Should I, you know, not be greedy? They're like, no, keep going. Marlena, you got this. And they just kept egging me on. And I was like, okay. And then they just helped me through it. And I got my 100% trade. So it was so nice just to kind of have that, like, while I'm in the trade, having people like egg me on, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's good when you have like a group of people that's just, you know, rooting for you. So it was good.
No, yeah, facts.
And each trade will build confidence.
Facts. But yeah, man, love y'all. I'm tapping out. Let me stop this recording.